Peter was the fourth child for Frank and Thelma, born on the 23rd of February 1932. One curious story came to light when doing research for this project. Peter is mentioned in the Kew City Council minutes in 1950 after an incident reported by his father Frank where he was injured by a council truck on High Street on the 26th of May 1950 when Peter was 18. Despite this accident, Peter has lived a long and healthy life. In July 2021, Peter, Anne, Estelle and her husband John gathered to share stories of their life. Let's listen to Peter tell his story. The camera changes partway through and the audio quality drops a bit, but the story is still worth listening to.
I started at Sacred Heart in Kew because our father had a fight with the nuns in East Kew. So Moya and Gavin and me were all moved over to Sacred Heart.
What was the fight about?
I don't know.
He was not 5, and they weren't. You couldn't go to school till you were 5, and Peter wasn't. He wasn't 5 at the right time, and so
The 1st of February.
1st of February was it? Well, it was yes, the 1st of February, I suppose. His birthday was the 23rd.
Dad was to go to school because Mum
had too many children, and so he was so annoyed, Dad, that he pulled out Moya and Peter and everyone.
And Gavin.
Gavin, Moya and Gavin, and they had to walk up to the cemetery to go to Sacred Heart.
Well, Mr. Watson used to walk with you.
Yes, that's right.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he give you a ride?
No, he walked. He was a guy from the parish, and we meet up with him. He would walk with me right to the school because he was a dental mechanic and he had a job down at Glenferrie Road.
Oh, so he walked you. How nice of him.
And also,
But he didn't have
I used to get a ride on the milk cart.
Oh, did you?
They had a spring cart, and the guy was finishing his milk round, and he would take me along.
So after Sacred Heart, where did you go?
Yeah, Sacred Heart. After then I went to the Morris Brothers in Hawthorn, and then I went on to St Patrick's in East Melbourne.
But you never got a blazer.
Yeah.
No,
So that was it, yeah.
Why didn't you get a blazer?
they're too
You couldn't
dear.
afford it.
I don't know.
You would have had a suit.
You had your suit to go to school, but there was a blazer.
You could have had.
And our mother was dying.
Would love to have a blazer.
Because
I
Mrs.
don't
Penny
know. I
had
don't
a blazer
remember.
for Peter.
I don't remember anything about that.
That's only women, you see.
Yeah. That's it, John. Yeah. And I always found my parents very supportive of whatever effort I tried to do as schooling. Because at the end of it, I did pretty well. Yeah.
You did very well.
And you played football with the CYMS
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
at these Kew. And did you play cricket?
I did. Yes. Yes.
He was very good, an excellent athlete, and
Yes,
he
you
could
could
run
run
fast. Yes.
So was Gavin. They could
Yeah,
run.
Gavin could run.
So you and Gavin played football.
Yes, Gavin played footy. Yeah.
And were either of you going to be champions of the VFL? Or,
Oh no.
Yes,
It
they
was just
wanted
local
you to
football.
go to somebody
Hawthorn.
from. I remember Dad saying he's not going. Collingwood they wanted him to go to, and he said no, he's too young, he can't go there.
No, I don't think that's true.
Well, I
It'd be
remember
nice to
that.
remember something like that, but it's not true. I don't think it's true. I
Gavin
used to
played-
play as a half-back. Gavin would play on the wing because he was quick, and I played half-back.
Mhm. And did you win anything? Any
You would have got
premierships?
some
I won
trophies.
best and fairest once.
Peter was ordained a priest on the 21st of July 1962, which would have made his parents very proud. Peter has served in parishes all over Melbourne, including Kew, Upwey, Glenroy, St Albans, to name a few, as well as officiating at many weddings and baptisms for his nieces and nephews. Let's hear Peter talk about his time in the priesthood. And Peter, why did you become a priest?
You went to the taxation first.
Yeah, I was bringing into taxation, and
You didn't get the money.
no, that's
We still haven't found the money. I never found the money.
I'm not too sure. I remember going to see one of the priests who taught me, saying that I think I might do this. So he said, which was good advice, he said, don't worry about why you're going, because he said, things will change. And he said, I would wait at least 4 years of your study to make a definite stand. So by the time the 4 years was over, I liked what I was experiencing, so I thought, well, I'll go ahead now.
Yeah.
So that was very good advice, because you're taken away from normal kind of life and put in a kind of an unnatural situation. So to allow plenty of time to let things mature is a good idea. Because lots of guys come and then they leave, so they make up their mind. But I stayed, I'm still around.
And was it what you expected?
Been much more exciting than I thought it would be. And a different kind. See, the priest, what I find is that the priest is not there for the so-called good people, but the people who most absorb your energy and your time are people who are furthest from the church. They don't come to Mass, but they maybe have had experience of being in a Catholic school. So they take up a lot of time, like now, the detention work, the prison work, and working at the hospital. So,
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Peter has kept in contact with his family, including his brother Gavin's 91st birthday at the Harp Hotel in June 2019. And in February 2022, Peter was able to celebrate his 90th birthday with his siblings and many, many nephews and nieces and grandnephews and grandnieces and more in Clifton Hill. And nearly 80 years after this photo was taken with his family in Adeney Avenue, Peter could sit down with Gwen, Anne, Estelle and John. At the time of the recording of this video, Peter is still fit and well and still serving the community and those in need, despite technically, apparently, being a retired priest.